Hey, how's it going? It's Walsh here, sick as always. Welcome to episode 28 of the Secrets of the Atlas League here on Ruthless SSF. The Reaper character is so much better now. I'm really glad I committed to it. There was a while there where I was pretty close to giving up on it, but so far, it's dying way less often. The Reapers are doing a lot of damage. The clear speed is still on the slower side, but it's really not that bad. As you can see, I'm doing incursions, no problem. We're in high tier maps and having a great time. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you near the end. So right off the back, I actually got pretty lucky, and of course I got lucky, not from Incursion, but right next to an Incursion. I got the Ichimonji, which I've been looking for quite a while, and I was alpha swapping for it, but I was kind of an idiot for two of them. I was swapping 1x4 swords, not 1x3, so a couple of those I just completely wasted. But now I don't have to worry about it. The biggest problem now is I'm kind of scared because I really want to reroll that character, but I want to stick to the Reaper for a while, at least another couple of days. But even if I do reroll another character, trust me, we're going to be seeing a lot of Reapers this league. At least I hope so. Alright, so here's where I'm at now. I am staying with Multi-Strike at least for a while. It seems to be much better, at least than Conk Effect. There's probably another gen that'd be fine. But the other thing I'm going to do now, I'm not going to use automation with Convocation anymore. Because if I'm using Multi-Strike, the problem is they're going to stand there and spin like you keep seeing them doing. It's kind of hard to focus on just one. See that right there? And every time they start doing that, the whole upside of multi-strike is that's their best attack, and they're doing it, two or three times instead of just once. But if I'm automating Convocation, I'm pulling them towards me and basically negating all the bonus from multi-strike. So I think if you're not using multi-strike, automating Convocation is good. But if you are, I don't think it's a good idea. I know the clear speed probably doesn't look very impressive, but this is way better than it is with Convocation, because every time I hit like a rare or a blue, they jump on them, they start doing their triple spin, and then I pull them back to me, which is just dumb. So with the changes I've made, this character is just so much better at clearing. You just saw me almost die right there, but I was completely unable to do the Harbinger nodes except for really low level, and now I can do them semi-reliably. I used an Ancient Orb and actually got the axe I wanted. I mean, I would have preferred Jack the axe, but I mean, Rigwald is still very good. I have some plans for that. I mean, with melee characters, there's never a promise of being able to roll it. Got an amazing wand, as you just saw right there, and we hit level 85. And at this point, I really just want to start practicing some Guardians and seeing what this character can do for single target DPS. And the reason I kept my Mercenary, just to be clear, he gives no damage. He's all just defensive stuff. I want to keep him there because I want to see what it's going to be like for higher health bosses, to see what this character feels like in a long fight. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's pretty nice. This was a double AoE Elder Guardian. I did die just because I wasn't fast enough to get out of the way. And also, I would die a lot less often if I used my Bone Offering, which you will see me use more later on. But I just want to see what Guardian fights were like if I was just using Flesh Offering. Because of course, Flesh Offering will give me a lot more damage, for Skitterbots by the way. But Bone Offering is definitely the way to go. I tried this fight without even using an offering at all, and it went pretty well, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, I could not kill the Tentacle Man with this character because he kept killing my Reapers. I'm sure if you went full sweat mode and you were self-casting Convocation, I'm sure you could keep them alive, but I'm not about that life. Decided to run that really crappy temple I had from earlier on my Cycloner. It had pretty much nothing in it. It was even just a tier 1 unique swap, which did not end very well. But, a swap is a swap. Can't complain too much. The main reason, or sorry, the main thing that kills my Reapers is the little memory monsters during the new memory content, and it's kind of tedious. They die fairly often against them, but again, they would not die if I would just use Bone Offering. But I'm just so reluctant to use it because getting 20 movement speed in Ruthless is just I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you, but getting movement speed on Ruthless is just beautiful. It feels amazing. As you can see here, we're doing some tier 16s now. I have no problem. I pretty much never die. It's kind of funny that we're at the point where my Reapers die more often than I do. And again, at some point, I will start using Bone Offering more often. But it's just, it feels so good watching them attack super fast. Went and killed some Guardians and didn't really get anything good. But on the bright side, you can always turn all that stuff into dust, and dust on Ruthless is always nice to have. As you can see here, we're just doing some more fights. Got another Elder Guardian. I didn't even realize one of my Reapers was dead. But I resurrected him at some point. The Star Caller is still being toxic. I don't know how many jewelers we're at now, 300 and something. But we have no 6 socket, which is depressing. But on the bright side, we have the Ichimonji, and I'm trying really hard to resist rerolling. But man, it's just so hard. It's so hard to not reroll when you finally get the unique weapon you've been hunting for so long. I did end up dropping a second Grace. I don't know what I'm going to do with two of them. I'm definitely going to Val them and try to get Val Grace, because even if I don't use the Aura, just the Val version is pretty incredible to have. But the Reapers are getting better. I'm excited. So I'm level 85, 34% of the way to 86. I've been going back and forth between the Cyclone, or as you've seen, hey, Scouting Report. And I have to say, this character is doing... Oh. Yikes. The literal, the literal bottom roll. But this character is doing way better than I ever thought that it would. I'm pretty happy with it. Having 8 Reapers fixed pretty much all the problems I did have. Now, that's not to say we don't have any issues. I don't care about this guy. Like, you know, every once in a while, one or two of my Reapers will die. If there's like 4 or 5 rares in a big like cluster during like a memory map or whatever, then yeah, sometimes they die. But generally speaking, they survive for quite a while. And as you can see there, the single target damage is pretty good. This is a tier 15, and my yeah, I was gonna say, wait, is that only for me? But yeah, this is with 60% reduced aura effect, which is pretty huge because auras are basically all my damage right now. And you also have to remember, hello. You also have to remember, once my gem hits level 20, it's going to be a huge chunk of damage. So I'm pretty happy with this build, but I'm going to be honest with you. Ever since I dropped that Ichimonji, I have been really itching to reroll, like, really badly. I've been wanting to use that sword for, like, 3 leagues now, and I just couldn't make it work, so I didn't have the pieces. But right now, I have pretty much all the pieces. It's not going to be perfect. It's not, like, the exact character I wanted to roll. But there's a good chance I do end up rolling that character, just so I can like see what it needs, see if it actually functions. But we are not abandoning this character. As you can see, the single target damage is pretty good. Obviously, it's not like comparable to like my Cyclone. Or actually, you know what? Like, considering it's 60% reduced aura effect, I'm pretty sure this affects my minions. Like, my damage is it's pretty damn good. Like, I don't want to like talk it up too much, but for being on a 5-link, it's pretty nice. I found a mercenary with Wrath, and honestly, I decided to take him because 1, he has Frostblades, which could be nice for clear speed, but 2, Wrath is just a really nice damage aura for me, because I am using Ellie Weakness, so it's not like I'm wasting damage in any way, so I just decided to hire him. So I've made a few changes on the character. First of all, I totally forgot we had this mana reservation amulet, so now I can barely squeeze in Discipline. I'm not entirely sure if it's worth it or not. Right now it's giving me a little more than 200 ES, which is pretty nice, but you might notice my life and ES are a lot better now. Well, I say a lot better, but decently better. I switched my rings a little bit, and now I have a ring with Dex on it, so I was able to unspec this node right here. I was going to go for this just to get the ES mastery so I could, like, you know, have 30% of the chaos damage, not bypass ES. But honestly, I'm just going to go with Safeguard. Safeguard is insane, and whenever I want to switch back to Bone Offering, it's going to feel incredible, and the Mastery is just going to be amazing. Because, like, right now, my block is not very good. I did change my shield. I might change back, but I'm not really sure if I want to. Yes, this shield gives me less block, but it gives me so much ES. It's kind of crazy, like, how much less often I die or come close to dying ever since I switched my setup a little bit. My character feels so much better. Hey, Abomination, nice. Tier 17 that I'll never run. I decided to try to craft another armor. I was trying to go for a 6-link here because if I got a 6-link, I could use it on so many characters. But, I mean, we're not that lucky, obviously. Luckily, though, it did 5-link. I was tempted to keep rolling it, but I'll just save my fusings for another thing. Decided to use a fossil craft, and it was pretty terrible. it was pretty horrendous. But it's kind of nice just having a 5-link I can work on crafting. Because, yeah, the body armor I have on right now is fine for Ruthless, but I could definitely do a lot better. And getting a lot more ES would feel really good. I'm still very tempted to take the Energy Shield Mastery to make chaos damage not bypass. But my Chaos Res is like, it's pretty good. I mean, it's -6, but like, that's the best Chaos Res I've had on any of my characters. I alked a pretty good ring. I mean, it's not like life-changing, but it's pretty nice. My jewelry is pretty sketchy. Used a Harbinger Orb and it failed because why wouldn't it? And I gotta tell you, this setup is pretty damn good. Even in like tight quarters like this with 2 red beasts in the room, I'm still completely fine. I didn't come close to dying. I've also noticed my minions don't die as often either, and I didn't think that Discipline would affect them that much, but I guess if you really think about it, the minions have way more ES than I do, so it's probably making it pretty, like, I don't know, it's probably giving them several hundred ES. I don't really know how much it's giving them. It's probably might even be a couple thousand. Anyway, though, killed Drox, had no problem with it. The nice thing about the Frostblades is he actually hits all the flags at once. Now, his damage isn't insane, but it's actually pretty good because I gave him a Replica Abyssus, which does a lot of damage. And this character is getting better than Cycloner, like, by a pretty big margin. I mean, as you saw there, the tree was basically full HP, and every time I fight or try to defend the tree on the Cycloner, it pretty much always dies. And the main reason for that is I can't attack both sides at once, which can be pretty overwhelming. The only thing now that kills my Reapers are the red ore deposits, because there's like 20 monsters there and their slams are insane. But outside of that, they don't really die anymore. And as you can see here, I'm still not even using Bone Offering because it just doesn't feel necessary. Like, even I'm dying less often. They rarely die. I got a Lens Temple saved up, which is really nice. I don't need it right now. Decided to use that orb to try to make a really nice staff, but it failed. It didn't change anything. But I mean, what do you expect? It is what it is. So this Elder Guardian fight was the first time my Reapers have died in a while, but as soon as I switched to Bone Offering, I didn't die at all. Like, the first fight, like the first phase, I died 4 times. I switched to Bone Offering, I never died, and none of my Reapers ever died. I got an insane Quartz Flask, duration, and movement speed, both tier 1. When I make my Flask Finder, that's going to be perfect for it. And already, man, already this character is better at bossing than my Cycloner. Now, a big part of that is just block is overpowered, and having block chance makes all the difference. But on top of that, I don't have to stand right next to the enemy to DPS. And my minions are like, they're actually getting a lot stronger. So funny enough, this character might end up being my bosser. I'm not 100% sure. It's kind of hard to calculate like minion DPS. At least it is for me. But oh yeah, went and fought Elder. Didn't really get anything good. But like, it feels much more consistent DPS than the Cycloner, and I very rarely die. So I might go and like farm to try to do like my Elder Guardians and Hydra Guardians Invitational just to get the +1 points. I'm not 100% sure if this character can do it, but I'm pretty sure it can. I went and fought that really tanky boss twice, and once with my Guardian, or sorry, once with my Mercenary, once without, and it felt a little bit faster without having my Mercenary there. I could be wrong, but it wasn't that great of a difference either way. And I got an orb, decided to use it on a minion one, because I really want to craft one. And before I used my memory strands, I just wanted to use a fossil on it, just to see if I could hit anything. That way, if I ever got that elevation orb again or whatever, but we failed. So decided to craft on it, and it was pretty terrible. Pretty terrible, but it is what it is. Went and fought some more Elder Guardians. I kind of didn't want to level up right now. I just wanted to kill a bunch of Guardians because I had a big stockpile. And my biggest problem is I stand still even after I kill the boss because I feel safe, you know, because the boss is dead. But very often, just because everything is dead does not mean you're safe. Outside of that, the main thing that kills me is poison. But even that, it's only against like Guardians and Conquerors and stuff like that because they do such a big hit. Went and did an Obas I got from my Kirak, and most of it was trash. But funny enough, it actually dropped an aura I did not have yet. We got Determination. I don't know how I'm going to use it, but I mean, Determination is always nice to find. Hey, man, as far as the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. We are level 86, 26% of the way to 87. I'm kind of loving this build, to be honest with you. Obviously, before we got the helmet, this character sucked, and all I wanted to do was stop playing it. But I'm really glad we pushed on and got to 84 to try it out, because, my god, it makes all of the difference. My body armor is nothing impressive, but the 500 ES is actually pretty nice, all things considered. My wand, like, I honestly can never complain about this wand. It has +1, it has attack speed, it has damage. I mean, the damage is, like, brutally low, but, I mean, I can't complain. It's really good. My shield is fine. You know, the rest of my gear is pretty good. I am using the Reservation Amulet just to fit in Discipline, just barely. I was thinking about just using my ring to do that instead. But for me, it felt a lot easier just to use this, because the rings I can get so much life and attributes and whatever on. Other than that, my currency is looking... Oh my god. My currency is looking pretty good. You know, I got a nice stockpile of stuff. I am Also, wow, we have 20 horizons. Yeah, anyway. I am planning on rerolling the other character because I really want to see what I can do with that sword. But trust me, we are not abandoning this character. You're going to see it a lot. I am like, look at the dog's head. I am like 90% sure that this is going to be like my main bosser, at least for quite a while. Not because it has the highest damage, but I mean, I think once this gem hits 20, the damage is going to be amazing. But this character just doesn't really die, and it feels so good to map with. I did change my trees just a little bit, nothing too crazy. I did spec into ritual on one of my trees because this character does rituals so safely, but other than that, didn't really change too much. But anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.